Welcome to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
I'm Ross.
And today we're bringing you 1500 points battle report, but I'll be bringing a very elite looking Space Wolf force.
And I'll bring Adeptus Mechanicus. So today we're going to be playing No Mercy. Very simple, this is all about kill points. So basically score a victory point for each unit you kill. Usual stuff such as Linebreaker, Slave Warlord, First Blood all apply as well.
So with that, we're just going to go ahead and show you our forces today.
We have the Admech force, going to be coming from Mars today, and it's 1500 points. Going to be using a Vanguard detachment, so I have 4 command points to play with in this game. So for my HQ, I've taken a Tech Priest Dominus. He is going to be a Tenacious Survivor, which gives him 6+, he gets to ignore wounds, basis of Feeble Pain. He's got an Omniscient Axe, Eradication Ray, and a Phosphor Serpenter. For my troops, I have 10 Skitarii Vanguards. 1 is an Alpha with a Radium Carbine. I then have 9 Vanguards, 8 of which have Radium Carbines, 7 have Radium Carbines, 2 have Plasma Calvers, 1 has an Omnispec. I then got 10 Rangers. Alpha is just going to have a Galvanic Rifle. We then have 7 Galvanic Rifles, 2 Transonic Arquebuses, and 1 Omnispec in them as well. We also have 3 Catapult Destroyers. They've got Heavy Grav Cannons and Cognis Flamers. For our elites, we have a Cybernetica Datasmith. He's got a Gamma Pistol and Power Fist. We have 5 Sicarian Infiltrators. All of them, including their leader, have Fletchet Blasters and Taser Gouds. We then have 5 Rust Stalkers. Again, them and their leader have Transonic Razors and Cord Claws. We then have in a fast attack 2 Iron Strider Ballistari, both armed with twin Cognis Last Cannons and Broad Spectrum Data Tethers. We then also have in our heavy support 2 Castellan Robots, each armed with 3 Heavy Phosphor Blasters, which is great, and an Onager Dune Crawler with Neutron Laser, Cognis Heavy Stubber, and a Broad Spectrum Data Tether. He's only got 1 Heavy Stubber. I could upgrade it to have a second one, but I'm just going with 1. That is my 1500 points, right in the dot, for Admech.
Taking on Ross's Adeptus Mechanicus will be a Vanguard detachment of Space Wolves, giving me 4 command points, being led by Arjak Rockfist, who's going to have a legendary Fighter Warlord trait. So Arjak Rockfist obviously has his full hammer and Storm Shield and Terminator armor. We then have 2 identical units of Wulfen. They all have 2 Great Frost Axes, 2 Thunderhammer Storm Shields, and the champion has Frost Claws. One of the units of Wulfen will be in a Land Raider Redeemer, which has 2 Flamestorm Cannons, a Twin-Linked Assault Cannon, and an additional multi-melta. We also then have a Storm Wolf, which has 2 Last Cannons, a Twin Hellfrost Cannon, and a Skyhammer Missile Launcher, and that'll take the next unit of Wulfen. And then we also have a Dreadnought with Dreadnought Combat Weapon, Storm Bolter, and Twin Last Cannons. That's it. Very small elite force. Let's see how it deals with the might of Adeptus Mechanicus.
So we're playing on our cityscape map again here. A lot of roadblocks set up, and the buildings are actually a wee bit out on the sides for this map. A lot of scenery all around the place. So there's no tactical objectives in this one. It's just straight up killing each other. So with that, let's have a look at the deployment.
So Space Wolves run the roll off to deploy first, and I've got less models, so hopefully I'll be going first. Less units, sorry. So I have our Storm Wolf here, which has Arjak and 5 Wulfen. Land Raider Redeemer with 5 Wulfen, and my Dreadnought with Last Cannons. That's really it. Kind of out in the middle. Let's hope Ross doesn't seize. Let's show you the Adeptus Mechanicus deployment.
So we then have the Adeptus Mechanicus deployment. Yeah, so I finished second, so I will be going second until I steal, because I'm owed it. I'm determined it's going to happen. What have we got? We've clumped together. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. We'll find out very shortly. Hopefully David won't drag them all into combat. I've got my Dune Crawler with Neutron Laser here, along with 2 Iron Striders with Last Cannons, my Tech Priest and Dominus, along with the robots on this side as well, my Datasmith, and Vanguard here as well. So we're clumped up really to try and benefit from the reroll 1s, which would be really nice. Got my Rust Stalkers here. Basically I think they want to kind of try to ambush. If David starts charging my front line, I'd want the Rust Stalkers to assist. And then I have my Rangers over here with 2 Transonic Arquebuses, and my Destroyers here as well. I've also got some Infiltrators infiltrating, because that's what Infiltrators do. It's only one roll to make, because we don't do night fighting or anything, is my successful seized initiative. Let's move on to Space Wolves, turn 1.
Space Wolves turn 1, it's going to be really simple. I've got a pretty tiny army here. Just going to move forward because there's no point in disembarking just now. We're way too far away. Move forward, shoot what we can. It's going to be a really short turn. Starting the shooting off, shoot phase, ground floor. There is a Dreadnought with a twin last cannon. He's going to shoot all the way over at your
Iron Strider.
Iron Striders. So
cool.
2 shots.
Yep.
3s to hit. For 2 hits.
Nice.
3s to wound. For 2 wounds. We just want to point out here, actually we should have said this, Ross is activated.
Yeah, so I've activated Shroud Sam, so I count everything in my army is in cover. So essentially I'd get +1 to my save here. However, you are -3 to my save. I've got +1, I'd be a 6-up save, but I've got a 6-up invul anyway. So, kind of needs double 6-up. No, that is not good.
So it's d6 damage apiece.
Yep, so
5.
So that's 1 Iron Strider down to 1 wound already.
I'm actually going to use a command point out of my 4 to reroll this 2. Just don't get a 1 or a 2.
Show me a 1. Oh.
So it's 5. Twin assault cannons are going to shoot again at the Ballistaries, and the multi-melta will split over to the Dunecrawler.
Okay, okay then.
So twin assault cannon is heavy 12, hitting on 3s.
And on 4s, if it's heavy.
No, because the Land Raider ignores the penalty.
Really?
Power of the Machine Spirit.
Oh my goodness.
It wouldn't have made a difference anyway.
No, because that's a really good roll.
So yeah, they'll hit. It's
Uh-oh.
4s to wound.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry guys. That's a fail. That's cocked. Oh, so it's not a good roll though.
Yeah, but you just need 1.
So it's a -1, so 4-up saves.
Well, it's a -1, but I get +1 for being cover. 4-up saves. So he is gone. So you've killed 1.
Does he explode?
Does he explode? Hopefully not. Definitely not.
Multi-melta onto the Dunecrawler, Onager, whatever he's called. So 3s to hit. We hit. 3s to wound. We don't wound. So we're going to split these shots up. Skyhammer missile launcher will shoot at the Ballistari. 2 last cannons are going to shoot at the Onager, and the twin Hellfrost is going to shoot at the Onager.
Okay, okay.
We'll just start with the Skyhammers. 3s to hit. This also has Power of the Machine Spirit.
Sure, sure, sure.
For 2 hits, it's 3s to wound because I'm strength 7. For 1 wound, it was only -1 to your save.
Is this onto the
Ballistari.
Ballistari? So that'll be a 4-up save due to being cover.
He is fine. So
Okay,
that's unfortunate. Next we'll do the 2 last cannons.
That's onto the Onager.
Yep. For 1 hit, 3s to wound.
Yep.
Oh no. This is not going well. It started off so promising. Twin Hellfrost. For 2 hits, 3s to wound. For 1 wound.
1 wound, was it minus?
-4.
-4, so onto Onager. It will be its 5-up invul save. I can re-roll it because I don't have another Onager within range. What I get?
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
So it's d6 damage for a Twin Hellfrost.
Right, I'm going to use command point to re-roll that.
You go for it.
And hopefully get a 5. What I get?
That's a 6.
Nicely done.
So you get it. So that brings an end to a really short and sharp Space Wolf turn 1. Got rid of a Ballistari, which is great, but it's not First Blood because you took them as a unit. So yeah, we're minus some last cannons shooting at me, but you still have some deadly guns. Let's go into Adeptus Mechanicus, turn 1.
So we're on to the Admech turn 1. Now, I have faced a Space Wolf charging army before and I didn't like it with my Admech. I know now I need to really do some damage, bring these guys out in the open and then pummel them with shots. So that's the plan. Let's see if I can actually do it. Don't have any abilities, I believe I have to do this turn. You have destroyed one of the Iron Striders, so I can't recover his wounds because he's dead. So yeah, let's get into the movement. So I finished up the movement for the Admech. There wasn't too much of it. My destroyers have moved slightly forward, so they do not suffer the -1 for firing heavy weapons. Clearly we're going to go for a Land Raider. I kind of need to pop it in some capacity. Rangers have stayed still. My Vanguard have moved forward, mainly just so they can maybe distract a charging unit, hopefully. Robots, Iron Strider and Dune Crawler all stayed still. And my Rust Stalkers are waiting there, hopefully to jump out at something that jumps out of a transport. That's that, let's move on to the shooting phase. Going to start with my Iron Strider Skitarii, who's going to obviously target the Land Raider, because we're going to destroy it this turn. I'm needing 3s to hit, reroll 1s thanks to being near a Tech Priest. Both hit, good start. Needing 3s to wound as strength 9 but toughness 8. Wow, that was beyond tragic. Going with my Dune Crawler next, who is going to target again the Land Raider. I am going to need get D3 shots for 3 shots.
Just what you need to make up from the last cannons.
Needing 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. Thank goodness for a Tech Priest. Okay, so we do have 2 hits. I'm going to need strength 10, so 3s to wound. It's -4, so I believe I'll get a 6 up save.
No, so both get through.
Both get through. I'm going to get D6 here, and 1s and 2s are just 3s. So it's 2, 3 damages, so that's 6 damage to the Land Raider. So we're going to go with my Cataphrone Destroyers next. They are going to use their Grav against the Land Raider. I have 15 shots here, hitting on 4s, need this to be really good.
That's 1,
that's
2.
Really bad, 3.
Where's the third one?
There.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yep, wow.
If I had kept a Tech Priest near them, that would have been 6 rerolls. If I had Bellaris Call, it would have been all.
Cool.
Well, that was devastating. 5s to wounds. For 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Now I do get a 5 up save.
Yep, need you to fail both these.
So 1 gets through.
Yep, so I do get, because you're a 3 up armor save usually.
2 up armor.
2 up armor. I do get D3.
For 1 wound. 1. So I'm down to 9.
So I'm going to use my Vanguard next, and they are going to fire everything at the Land Raider because, of course, I am going to use the Plasma Calibers first. So I only have 2 in the unit, so I get 4 shots. I've got someone within 6 inches of the Tech Priest, so I'm still going to reroll 1s, and I'm going to supercharge this.
Cool.
3s to hit, rerolling 1s.
They all hit.
Nice. I am strength 8, your toughness 8, so I'm needing 4s to wounds. For 2 wounds. Now it is minus 3 to your arm save, so it's a 5 up save.
What's the damage?
It'll be 2 apiece.
So 4 wounds.
So I'm going to go with the Radium Carbines in the unit next. Now I am within 6 inches of Dominus, rerolling 1s. Going to be turning Land Raider because it needs to go down. Needing 3s to hit. I'll remove the 2s first.
Right, okay,
So
rerolls. I think it's 4 rerolls.
I think it's 5.
5 rerolls.
Yep.
Go for it.
4, not bad, not bad.
Is it 3s to hit, yeah?
It is 3s to
Go for it, yep. No, I know that was definitely a hit.
It's definitely going to be 6s to wounds, but it will become damage 2 if that's the case, so I need loads of 6s.
You do.
I've got loads of 6s. Now, you are still going to get your 2 up save though.
Oh, does it not AP the damage?
No AP, but it is 2 damage per 1 you fail here, so I need you to fail. Give me 3 1s, but 2 1s would still be nice.
1.
1.
So I'm down to 3 wounds.
Going to go with my my Rangers next. Going to start with the Transonic Arquebuses. Again, against this Land Raider. It's taking quite a lot of shots to bring it down. Gonna need 3s to hit. I'm not within 6 inches of Dominus, so it's no rerolls. Don't need those rerolls, but I do need that exact result again to be able to wound you. 5 up for no wounds. So I'm going to go with Galvanic Rifles next. Most of them are in rapid fire, 2 can't see, 1 is not in rapid fire, the rest are. Giving me 11 shots in this. Checked, they are within 6 inches of the Tech Priest, so I am going to be able to re-roll my 1s. Going to bring that down this Land Raider, it has to happen, I'm praying it happens. We're going to need 3 step. Take out the 2s.
Just 1,
2. And then all the 1s I'll re-roll. For another 2 hits, which is not bad. However, I am going to need 6s to wounds, but they do become -1 AP in that case.
Cocked 1.
Cocked 1? No. Going to go with my Tech Priest next, and he is going to use his Eradicator Ray onto, I'm getting desperate here to not use my robots, going to use my Eradicator Ray on the Land Raider. Heavy D3, I really need to get 3 shots here. So it's just 2 shots. He is going to hit on 2s. So he does hit with both. He's going to wound on 5s. For 2 wounds, -2 to your AP. So that'll be.
And this is going to kill it.
Save.
1 saved, 1 goes through.
Yep, so that's it just down to 2 wounds. So finally I'm going to fire my Castellan robots. Now I've made a grave error. I should have gone into Conqueror protocol, which would have allowed me to fire these guys twice, giving me 36 shots. I forgot. Tragic. They are going to be stuck in Aegis protocol, which is better saves. A really dumb mistake on my part. However, I'm confident I might be able to get this. It's only got 2 wounds left on the Land Raider, so let's hope we get you. We are needing 4s to hits for tragic, but thankfully I get to reroll 1s because I am near Tech Priest Dominus. Yep.
So 4 rerolls.
4 rerolls. Much
Nice.
better. I am going to need 5s to wound you. For only 2 wounds. Now it is, I believe, -2 to your armour, so that's 4 plus.
So if I get a single 4, he's alive.
I think they do 2 damage apiece. I'm just going to check that, but roll your dice, David, and then I'll tell you if I'm going to be overjoyed or I'm going to be bitterly disappointed.
Both failed, so you've got him anyway.
Well, it does only do 1 damage per piece.
I'm going to use a command point.
Go for it, David. You just need to get a single 4, and I'll try.
Oh!
So he is going to... well, do you want to roll to see if it explodes?
Nope. No. So before I disembark my models, yes, it didn't explode, but when you disembark from a destroyed vehicle, any roll over 1, a model of my choice is slain. I've got 5 models, so 5 dice.
5 1s.
No 1s.
Oh, wow.
So I've disembarked my 5 Wulfen, and they're going to actually head for these breachers. Destroyers. I'll get it right one day.
So finished the Admech turn 1 there, and yeah, I killed the Land Raider, but I used everything to do it, and I was hoping really to try and get more damage on it and then go after the Wulfen. That tragically did not happen. So with that, that is the end of Admech turn 1. Let's see what the Space Wolves have coming for me.
Into battle round 2, Space Wolves turn 1. Ross, you get to choose what your ability is going to be this battle round.
Yep, so Mechanicus are Messiah. I could roll for it, but I'm going to choose to have my whole army reroll hits on 1s and shooting, which will be fun.
So I'm going to actually disembark all my units. We are going to get ready for a charge. My aim is to try and bog down as many of Ross's units into combat as I can, because I know I have the edge there.
Oh, just slightly.
Just slightly. And yeah, let's do the movement phase and we'll just recap that for you. Wulfen and Arjak have disembarked from the Storm Wolf, and they've moved up 5 inches and 7 inches respectively. What they're going to do is just start mauling through the army. Storm Wolf has moved over. He's slightly tilted through his 90 inches, moved up 20 inches, so he's still within his minimum movement, and he's going to shoot. And I'll just show you guys. The Dreadnought is still here in the building.
Don't worry, David.
I don't know if the viewers can see it.
Okay.
Let's go into the shooting phase, guys. Arjak is going to start the shooting by throwing his foe hammer, which you'd think would be a heavy. It's actually an assault. So it's 3+ to hit. It's double strength, so it's strength 10, -3 to your 8 armor, and it's D3 damage apiece.
So what are you throwing at?
Balistari.
Love it.
So 3+.
Miss it.
We hit.
That's not a miss.
Your strength, toughness 6, aren't you?
I am, so what's strength here?
Strength 10.
Okay.
So it's a wound,
Yeah.
and it's at -3.
-3.
I believe you have no cover for this battle round.
I don't, so I think that's just straight through, David.
Do you not have a 6-up invul?
Oh yeah, I've got bionics. Watch me make this.
No.
Okay.
And it's only D3 wounds,
Yep.
so for 2 wounds. My dreadnought hiding in the bottom floor there. Okay, I picked him up, sorry guys, but he didn't actually move this turn. Twin last cannon, so 3s to hit onto the Balistari. For 1 hit. 3s to wound. For no wounds. I've got 2 command points left.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to use a command point.
Okay.
Converts to a wound. Now it's at -3.
-3, so 6 up, bionic save. Gonna make it. Nope.
D6 wounds.
Yep.
We got a 3.
He's down to
1. Last to shoot is a Storm Wolf, and he's going to split his attacks. Sky Hammers into the Balistari, and Last Cannon Hellfrost into the Onager.
Sounds good. Well,
So-
not for me.
Okay, so Sky Hammer is heavy 3, so we are 3s to hit. We don't take minuses for moving and shooting, so we get 2 hits. That was a fail. It is 3s to wound. For 2 wounds, at -1 to your armor save, Ross.
-1, so I will get 5 ups. Fail both.
Okay,
So he's gone.
D3 apiece.
Well, he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Had 1 wound.
Does he explode?
Does he explode? Please don't. Thank goodness.
2 last cannon shots onto the Onager. So we're looking for 3s. We're looking for 3s again. Okay,
Okay, what's how much off?
-3.
-3, so will be my 5 up pinball. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Let's go on to the Twin Hellfrost. Looking for 3s. Strength 8, so looking for 3s. We get 1.
1, 5 up pinball, which I'll make again. Nope.
Okay, so this is D6 damage.
Yep.
For 2 damage. However, if a model suffers an unsaved wound and is not slain, roll a d6. On a 6, the target suffers a mortal wound. So do you technically suffer an additional wound? Nope. It's 2 wounds on the Onager. Into the assault phase, I'm going to declare a charge with these Wulfen onto destroyers.
Yeah, I'm going to Overwatch, David's.
Go for it.
I get 15 shots. Hitting on 6s.
For
For 1.
You got
no,
cocked
it's
out
1
there.
cocked.
Okay.
Nope. And I am going to need 3s to wounds. For 1 wound, it is -3, so that'll just be, I think, straight up 1 wound.
I'm going to take it on a Storm Shield.
Alright.
So 3 up invul. He's fine. Okay, I can't really fail my charge here, but I do want to get as many in as possible. Oh, 10 inches there, super in. So declaring a charge with these Wulfen onto the robots.
I'm going to definitely Overwatch with them because I need to cause at least some damage. So 18 shots, hitting on 6s. Now I forgot on my other Overwatch, I do get to reroll 1s, but do you want to see something hilarious?
No ones.
Yes.
He did get 3 hits.
Did I get 3 hits? I am going to need 3s to wound you.
Cool.
2 wounds, minusing 2 for your armor save, so you will get 6 up, or you can just take it on Thunder Shields.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in the Storm Shields.
Storm Shields.
Oh! Oh! Now, they have Death Frenzy rule, which in this edition allows them to ignore any unsaved wounds on a 5+.
Okay,
I'm going to choose to do that.
go for it.
Oh, so 1 Storm Shield goes down. So took the Storm Shield off, let's see how far they can charge in. It's enough. Arjac Rockfist needs a 4-inch charge to get within half an inch of that base of cast still in robots.
Yep.
So let's see what we can do. Oh, I'm going to use my last command point to reroll a dice.
You've already used up all your command points.
This will be me, yeah, losing them up.
Oh my goodness, right.
So I need 3+.
Nailed it.
He makes sense. So it's plus the 1, so he makes sense. You've all my command points are used. We're activating the Wulfen first, So we have 3 attacks each with the Thunder Hammers, and we have 2 Thunder Hammers. They're hitting on 3s, but they -1 for their hit rolls.
Cool. One thing I will say, I actually forgot to overwatch my Cognis Flamers. As I've forgotten, we've gone on too far now, I won't be able to use them.
We didn't realise.
No, so go ahead, David.
These are now forced to hit. For one, even with -1, only 1 missed. So you get 5 hits. Now these are strength 10, so what's your toughness?
I'm toughness 5, so you're double, so you're going to be 2 wounds.
Okay, so it's 4 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's -3.
-3, so that'd go through my armor save, but I do have 6 up bionic save. So 3 go through.
How many wounds each?
They've got 3 wounds each.
It does 3 damage each.
They are wiped.
These Wulfen consolidated, and they could actually consolidate within half an inch of these rangers, so they've basically dragged them into combat. So I've piled all my guys in, piled into the closest units, which unfortunately for Ross drags an Onager and Vanguard into combat.
Not ideal.
But I do have to dedicate all my attacks onto the robots, as that's the unit charged.
Cool.
So we've got 8 axes into the robots, hitting on 3s.
Axe is not -1.
Nope, that's Thunder Hammers.
Okay, okay.
But that's an incredibly poor roll. Okay.
Move these dice out of the way.
Sorry. 3s to wound. Get to reroll failed wounding rolls of 1 because we're within 6 inches of Arjak.
Cool.
So it's 3 wounds.
3 wins. Cool. What are you minus from my arm save?
-3.
-3. I'm 2 up at the moment for being in Aegis Protocol. It's 3, 4, 5. 5 up armor saves. I failed 2.
2. I believe, I'm just going to double check, but I believe, yeah, axes are D3 wounds apiece.
Cool.
So, D3 wounds. So, 6 wounds, 1 robot's dead.
Yep. Shall we see if it explodes?
Go for it. No.
No.
The 3 hammers were next. They were forced to hit because of the hammer, so 2 hits. Strength 10, so 3s to wound.
3s to wins.
So 2 wounds.
2 wins. What's their AP?
-3 for 3 damage.
Cool. So I am 5 up again due to Aegis Protocol. But
So
that'll be
6
both
wins.
failed. I'm going to attempt a command point to try and save that. So 5 up. No. So
6 wounds.
6 wins. That's another robot gone. We'll roll to see if it explodes.
Nope.
Nope.
Piled in Arjak, 3 inches. Now we've came across something very interesting we may have done wrong in previous battle reports, so we'd like to apologise for it now. But it says in the rulebook that when I choose this target, because it's a charging unit, I can only attack the unit I charged.
Yep.
Which was the Castellan robot. So even though I've piled in within half an inch of my closest enemy unit, which is obviously the Vanguard, I actually can't declare any attacks by the wording of that rule.
Yeah.
So Ross, you tell me back.
So we're a bit confused in this one as well. You did consolidate into unit, dragging it into a fight. We don't know, we've read over the rules extensively, whether this actually counts as, you know, a combat. You can do this phase, you've already had one already. You can't attack because you didn't actually charge this unit, but we're saying I can attack back. Let us know what you think about this, because we're learning a lot about the assault phase in this game. But I'm going to attempt to attack back because I really need it. Forced hit, 10 attacks, 1 guy cannot attack, and I do have my alpha in there. So not so great.
3 hits?
Yep, 3 hits, and because I am strength 3 and they do not have their, they're not radiated, I need 5 wounds for no wounds. So I've got this combat here. Now I have piled into Arjak quite a wee bit as he is the closest model. However, we do have 2 guys in here onto this Wulfen. I'm going to need forced hit. Never mind. And then we do have, I think, 7 attacks here because we have 1 alpha, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
yep.
And the alpha.
Alpha gets 2.
Sorry, that's 6 attacks. Forced hit. So 3 hits, and I am -1 to your toughness.
So forced to wound.
Forced wounds. For 1 wins,
2 up save.
2 up save.
He's fine.
Going with the Dune Crawler next, onto your shielded Wulfen. I do get 3 attacks, hit on 5s. For
Okay,
1 hit.
1 hit.
Strength 6, so 3 to wounds. For 1 wound,
Any AP?
full armour save. You can take on a shield if you want.
He's fine.
He's fine.
It's the end of Space Wolves turn 2. We've got rid of the Castellan robots. We've got a lot of units now in combat. So we did get 2 victory points this turn. 1 for the robots, 1 for the Skitarii, bringing the score to 2 apiece. We really do want to know your thoughts there on that assault phase, because the way the rules are written is messy. In my opinion, just messy.
Good summary.
But yeah, let's move on to Adeptus Mechanicus, turn 2.
So we're now on to Adeptus Mechanicus turn 2. And it's as I feared, the Space Wolves have got all around me. Not good. They have dragged in, what, 1, 2, 3 units in combat, which I'm probably going to run away from. However, I do have sort of a last ditch hope in my Rust Stalkers and Infiltrators. Gonna jump them out, hopefully damage the Wulfen in some way. I really need to chuck a whole bunch of attacks at them. Let's hope that can work out. So let's move on to the movement phase and see where we end up. So as you can imagine, the best strategy for me on this one was get my shooting units out of combat. So my Dune Crawler got away, my Vanguard have got away, and my Rangers have all moved out of combat. So to mitigate this, I have moved my Rust Stalkers into position to hopefully counter assault the Wulfen. May seem like suicide, but we'll give it a try. And then we've also got my Infiltrators to hopefully go after this Wulfen squad here. Adeptus Priest Dominus is going to attempt to try and repair the Dune Crawler. He does get to recover D3 wounds as long as he's within 3 inches of the Dune Crawler, giving it back to full health. But with that, let's move on to the shooting phase. It's going to start with a quick shot from my Gamma Pistol from my Data Smith onto the Wulfen. I'm going to need 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. So we hit. Strength 6 against Toughness 4, so I'm going to need 3s to wounds. For 1 wound, it is -3 to your armour save, but it does cause 2 damage. So do you want to take in a shield, but if you fail it, you'll be dead.
I'll get the Death Frenzy too.
Oh right, yep.
So
do get Death Frenzy now, it will be 2 dice.
Nope, he is dead.
So I'm going to use my Tech Priest Dominus next. He's going to use his Eradicator Ray, which is heavy D3, so find out how many shots he's got. For 3 shots,
nice.
I am needing 2s to hit you.
Reroll
Again
ones.
to reroll 1s. No help there. He is, for an Eradicator Ray, Strength 6, so I'm going to need 3s to wound you. For 2 wounds. Now as you are within 8 inches of me, you're -4 to your armour and it causes D3 damage.
Cool, so straight to Death Frenzy.
Well, it's D3 damage per 1, I need to roll 2 D3s and then you roll your Death Frenzy.
Cool, go for it.
So this is the damage result it does. That'll be 3 apiece. And this is only on per model, similar to Disgusting Resilient and all these other ones. So
give me more dice, I need 2 more dice.
well, you're rolling 3 at a time actually because you can't get more than 1.
Okay.
This is damage.
So 1 down, and the next 3. So 2 Wulfen down.
It's going to go with the Fletchet Blasters next from the Infiltrators. They will target this Wulfen unit next. They are 5 shots apiece. And I believe I'm going to need 3s to hit you. Yep, it's going to be 3s to hit you. So 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s as I did activate last turn's ability to re-roll 1s. Didn't draw that in by accident. So I'll remove the 2s, of which there's not many, it's actually a great roll. Re-rolling 1s.
You go for it.
For another 2 hits.
Basically 4 guys, it's 20 hits.
Yeah, that's really nice. Now I am only strength 3, so I'm going to be 5s to wound you.
Go for it. Healthy.
Not bad again.
Any AP in this, Ross?
There's no AP and it's only 1 damage. So there you go.
Okay, I'm going to be cheeky and do this 2 at a time.
You're going to take him on the shields, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am. So shields, 3+. Okay, and I've got 3 more, 3+. And the last one He's okay.
Wow. Even if you didn't use the shields, you passed them all.
Oh yeah, so I did.
Just going to charge with my Ruststalkers against your Wulfen. You tell me I have no shooting, so no Overwatch.
No, I didn't upgrade them.
Great news. I'm going to need double one.
You're super in.
Super in.
Are you going to charge over here?
I am. I think this is going to be dangerous, but we will attempt it.
9 inches.
It's a 9-inch charge.
Ooh.
Not this time. So my Ruststalkers will get to go first because they did charge you. Now they are armed with single transonic razors and cord claws. I'll begin with the cord claws, which are a bit of an odd one. Basically I'm going to hit on 3s against you. This is only 1 attack a piece for these ones. So we have 3 hits. And then my strength is just user. So I am strength 4, so 4's to wounds. For 2 wounds. And if you'd like to take your normal save.
Okay, so 4 plus.
If you... this will kill you because I rolled 6s there if you don't survive. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Failed 1.
Failed 1. I will cause, I think, is it...
D3?
I think D3. So 1, and I think I get D3 mortal wounds as well. Because I rolled 6s. So that would, yeah. Oh no, it's just D3 mortal wounds. You only suffered 1 mortal wound.
Alright, okay, so disgusting, death frenzy, sorry.
Yep.
So he loses a wound.
So I've got the rest of the attacks now from the transonic razors that they are equipped with. It's going to be 11 attacks, hitting on 3s. For not bad, acceptable. Now they are +1 strength, which will bring me to strength 5, so I'll be 3s to wounds.
Oh, that's bad.
That is bad. I was looking for 6s for mortal wounds.
What's the AP?
It's just normal AP if I don't get 6s.
4 up armour?
Yep.
This death frenzy. So he dies, but his death frenzy means he gets to hit back.
Okay.
So it's 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. For all
hit. Oh my goodness.
So these are strength 8, so 2s to wound, reroll 1s because of the High King ability for Arjak. Failed wounds of 1. So 2s. -3.
-3, so it's going to be bionic, 6 up invul.
So I take 4 of them with me.
Oh my god.
3 damage apiece.
So yeah, that happens. How? Wulfen. Anyway, I lost, morale. I suffered 4 guys. If I get a 4 or more, my leader will go with him.
No, he's fine.
So he's going to stick around. So that's the end of the Admech turn 2. Now I came in there hopeful. I was like, I'm going to kill at least 1 Wulfen squad, and then I can maybe hamper down Arjak, and that'll be the plan. What I didn't expect was Death Frenzy to do that. I knew it did something like that, but I'd forgotten what it does. I killed him and he did more damage. What? Why? With that, David, I am actually going to concede. Although it doesn't look like much, your turn next is going to be Arjak visiting my Vanguard, or even worse, possibly my Dominus or Onager. He basically has a lot of choices, and I don't know what I can do against him.
Arjak could probably take most of this force himself.
Yeah, you then also have the Wulfen, which have just proven that they can, even if they die in combat, they will take out whatever it is. You'll either go after infiltrators or rangers and generally keep me boxed in. You then also have your flyer, which is devastating. You then have your dreadnought, which is just firing blast cannons. I don't feel I'm going to win the protracted shooting here. You're going to do everything you can to stop it. Yeah, no, devastating. Good game, David. I hate Elite Space Wolves. Well, David, that was a tough one. Not every time I play Space Wolves Adeptus Mechanicus, the one thing I fear is they get in my face, and that happened. It was a really strange one to go by, where I've had one game before, which was when Eowyn guest starred on and he basically wiped me by turn 2.
Yeah.
It was devastating. And then another one where he dropped in and beat me by psychic. So it was interesting to see you come in with a mixture between heavy vehicles and hard-hitting assault units.
Yeah. With the force I took, it's so points heavy. You just can't take much. So you have to bring, I think Wulfen, a couple of times I've used them before, you can have them kind of on their own.
Yeah.
Not anymore, they have to be protected at all times. It's too much of a point site to not protect them.
Sure.
But a Land Raider, you've just seen it guys, a whole turn of everything the Ross could fire at them only just killed the Land Raider. Only just. That is, I don't care if you lose the unit, but soaking up a whole shooting phase is a victory in its own.
Yeah, because there's no way those Wulfen would have survived without Land Raider. No way, absolutely not. So having a good delivery system for them was essential. After that, you basically separated my forces, and you could start picking them apart as you saw fit. You forced me to retreat and then shoot. And even worse was, I charged you with Ruststalkers, going, yeah, I'll kill several Wulfen, and I mean I did quite well in the shoot and killed 4 of them. Then you just killed 4 in a final frenzy of attack, which annihilated.
So I think what you need to learn from that is, no matter what Wulfen, if you have got a combat unit yourself and you're putting your combat unit to match the Wulfen combat unit, you're probably gonna lose it. You probably kill that unit on the charge, but you'll lose your unit in response.
Yeah, and I certainly did. I knew Death Frenzy was pain before. I'm still a pain now.
Yeah, I think we do want to know your thoughts though, guys, on a couple of the things, the charge phases that we raised there and things like that. But yeah, let us know your thoughts and put your comments down below. Please answer our questions. We do appreciate it when you give us that feedback. It's pretty important. But again, maybe a few minor mistakes that we're still ironing out. That was the first time we've managed to get Space Wolves on the channel. Hope you Space Wolf fans out there enjoyed that. But me and Ross, I think we'll see you again on our Tabletop Assault Battle Report.